Dobrodošli u Vlog agencije IMC. Ovdje ćemo objavljivati sve ono što smatramo važnim i zanimljivim za podijeliti s našim gledateljima. Ja sam Petra, u IMC-u sam više od 10 godina i meni je pripala čast sudjelovati u prvoj emisiji našeg vloga. Danas svjedočimo kontinuiranim promjenama koje mijenjaju našu svakodnevnicu, a pogotovo velike promjene i izazove stavljaju pred struku odnosi s javnostima i komunikacijskog savjetovanja. Komunikacijski savjetnici danas svakodnevno testiraju svoje strategije, aktivnosti i alate. Prije 16 mjeseci osvojila sam stipendiju za MBA studij na sveučilištu Kvadriga u Berlinu. Taj MBA je toliko jedinstven što i njegov sam naziv kaže, a to je International MBA in Communication and Leadership, koji spaja dvije discipline, komunikaciju i vodstvo, koje nažalost nisu toliko danas u praksi usko povezane koliko bi trebali biti. To novo iskustvo otvorilo mi nove horizonte, upoznalo me s mnogobrojnim i različitim perspektivama i internacionalnim praksama. Koliko je naša struka dinamična, s kojim se sve izazovima danas susreće, koliko je različita, a opet slična, donosimo vam u videima mojih kolega s faksa.
I see the biggest challenges in the communication profession that we are actually moving or trying to move the whole communication thing up a level so we actually could reach being a part of the board of directors and the board of management even. But if we want to do that, the whole profession has to be lifted on the theoretical and practical sides. I'm not sure that all the professionals in the trade are ready to do that. We have to be even more tactical and think more strategical than we do right now. So my hope for the future is that we have more chances, more willingness from the communication professionals to keep on learning new things, keep on going to school, keep on studying. Otherwise, we won't have a chance meeting the aspirations that we have to be on the board of managers.
If you ask me what the public relation is, for me, first of all, it's my passion. Second is my occupation. That's what I've been dealing with since almost 15 years. And third of all, is a management function that it's still not as important for the organizations as it's supposed to be.
I'm originally from Frankfurt, Germany, but I live and work in Switzerland, in Zurich, and I work in the financial services industry. So public relations for me is closely related to translation, and that is because in my daily job I translate very, very complex matters that only specialists are able to understand in such a way that then journalists and also the wider public hopefully understands and can make use of them. So I see myself sort of as a mediator, and I think this is also what public relation should be about.
I think that the PR has a strategic function in companies today because it's very important for doing the decisions for the future and for the sustainable development of the companies. When the board's making the decisions, the PR guy or the communication guys should have the function to see it from the external perspective as well from the internal perspective. So from this point of view, it's very important. What I see in Slovakia, the educational part of the public relations is not very developed, so there is definitely need for professionals to educate themselves, to see it from the perspective from other countries as well, to learn best cases and how could it be done. But for sure, every country is different, and therefore it must be adapted to the specific culture of that country.
I'm from the Netherlands, I live in The Hague and I work for Delft. What's going to be important for us, comms-wise, would be to make the right choices in order to align internal and external communications, to communicate to our key stakeholders, and to work on a perfect combination of politics, corporate strategy, and also teamwork. And another challenge that we will face would be employment engagement. We're going to start a new project to work with that. That's going to be very exciting. And I think one of the final challenges that we will face would be the development of online communications and digitalization in the future.
So my impression of the PR profession is that in Germany, for my research institute I'm working for, that we are communicating in a rather classical way. So it's still one-way communication and we are just sending out messages and trying to get our audiences to listen to us. But after doing the MBA, I think we have to reorganize, redesign, rethink our whole way of communication and bring it to another level to get more involved with our stakeholders and our audiences, and to make them not only listen to us but also giving us some feedback.
Some of the biggest challenges for PR just now are how we use big data and how we express it, how we change our news releases and how we use video and how we use infographics to use big data to its best advantage.
I oni su u svojim videima istaknuli važnost kontinuiranog učenja, usvajanja novih znanja i gledanja stvari iz različitih perspektiva. Slažete li se i vi s time? Pišite nam u svojim komentarima i pratite nas i dalje.